For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Come on! Wait up!
Is everyone ready to play?
I think the people involved, you get to meet a lot of people in football, and that's just one of the great things. Not only is the sport great, but the people involved. So fellow referees, players, coaches, even fans. I love officiating because it keeps me involved in football. I was a player, but I don't reckon I could cut it out there anymore, at least at any decent level. But as a referee, I get to be involved in higher levels of football. Keeps me involved, keeps me fit, and is great fun. I think I have a moment of this is why I do this every week. It's always good fun to get out there, and there are tough moments, but being resilient and succeeding, even just in the little things throughout a match. I think embracing challenges is such an important skill to learn, and as a referee you surely come across a lot of them, and I certainly have. I reckon give it a go. You will face challenges, but that's a part of it, and I think embracing challenges is such an important skill to learn.
At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
Adelaide wakes up with 5AA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings, Tom Wren for sport, Jade Robran on the scene as it happens, Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide, Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local and only on 5AA, always Adelaide.
Young crew getting the beating of Lessie. Now he finds Jason Konstantopoulos, whose pocket is picked by Harrison Rogers, who goes long to Mohamed Hassan. He's got 2 to deal with. Got a bit of pace about him, but fortunately with the wet nature of this grass, it's led all the way into the hands of Alexander Woodlands, of course. 250th game. He's a new signing who's come across from Modbury Jets. Last season was unfortunately relegated with them in the NPL. Made the move across, joining his former assistant coach here in Adrian Deloya, who was under his tutelage there at Campbelltown City when Adrian was the assistant coach. So he has a lot of knowledge about him, and I'm sure rates him as a fantastic keeper in this league. Has had an outstanding career amongst a few clubs. Here's Nyonkuru. Lessie wins back against him, and now Asefa on the near side. Two good chest controls there, Lessie, and now Rodriguez flicks. Can't find anyone. Another case for Sturt Lions. Gonzalo Rodriguez, interesting fact, scored on his FSA League's debut back in 2019 here at Frank Mitchell Park. His first goal for Sturt Lions of almost 100 he's getting up to for the Lions. And his first was here at Frank Mitchell Park. And as well, that last NPL game between them and FK Beograd, he scored a penalty in that. In a 3-1 loss. Here's Hussein. Sees a strong challenge there by Barnett. And now Sturt Lions are away here on the left. Elton finds Rodriguez in behind. He stayed onside. Faces up Falco. Takes it past him. Puts the ball in far post. Lessie with the volley. Rodriguez was the offside. It's still alive and it's no offside called. Now it's Beograd on the break. If they can find the right passes. Baselli takes it past Hassan and Asefa. Also past Mostashami. Now it's Hussein, who finds himself on the right wing with no options forward. Opts to go back. Scored quite a few goals and quite a few important ones as well, Rodriguez, against FK Beograd, formerly White City. Scored 2 in that grand final promotion win in 2020 as well. Very important player for Sturt Lions there. Happy to keep him as well. Came midway through last season after the loss of Soy Sakani. And he made his effect known, scoring plenty of goals in the limited games that he came in for the end of last season. Fortunately, he didn't get the same reward in the grand final, losing 3-2 to West Adelaide in their last competitive game. Orchard into Jason Konstantopoulos, bit of space on the top of the box, opts for the pass. Hussein, he is offside as Melag comes out to make sure of that. There's another former player of the other club, Marcus Orchard, spent the season as well at Sturt Lions in 2024 in the State League 1, their first year down in the State League 1. Made the move to FK Beograd last season and looks like he's holding on to a starting role. Started last week in the Cup against Adelaide Titans in their 1-0 win. And he's assumed his role at left back this week after the red card of Ethan Harrington. I was told Orchard played at right full back last week. Goes back to his usual side, the left footer on that left side, and he has to deal with young Harrison Rogers. Lessie under pressure from Hussein. Goes behind for a goal kick, but that's the early pressure there from FK Beograd. They know they've got to get a fast start. Talking to some of their players and coaches before the game, they know how important it is to get some wins on the board and a strong start at home, because previously in other campaigns they took too long to get going and had a poor run of results at home as well in front of their fans, and led them to have seasons they won't really remember. So this year they're reinvigorated, a couple of the new signings as well, and a lot of the players are expected to have another strong season. Last year, of course, making the top flight finals for the first time in 21 years. Early booking here. Lessie, 8 minutes into the game. Not one you want to have your central defensive midfielder on, but he's picked up the booking and he's going to have to tread the fine line for the rest of this game, and half especially. As we're talking, go back to FK Beograd. First time they made the top flight finals in 21 years last season. And Sturt Lions as well. No slouches in terms of making finals in the top flight. They made them in the last year they were promoted into the NPL in 2021. The first year back in the NPL, they made finals on the first time of asking. And after that, they had finishes of 8th and 11th when they were relegated. So they know how quickly things can change from being the new dogs on the block to being relegation contenders. They want to have some more solid years in the league and become a mainstay like many of these other teams in the past. Bacala, Modbury Jets, etc. Stayed many years in the league competing at the highest level and became a household name in our top flight. Still a bit of rain falling on this pitch at the moment, as you can see in the camera. It's not too heavy at the moment, but it's definitely building. Here's Rodriguez now, looking back to Moroni to go long. Finally with Baselli and Orchard on that left side. Hussein doing well to hold up, but he's outnumbered by blue shirts. And Rogers can find it out to Moroni to come around the left side. Of course, a couple of games going on around the leagues as well at the moment. Some interesting scores as well. Adelaide City and West Adelaide, the original Adelaide rivalry between those two former NSL clubs. Give you score updates of that as this game progresses, and those do as well. At the moment, it's 2-1 Adelaide City over there at Adelaide City Park. 2 goals from Nicholas Bucco. And West Torrens Bacala holding a 2-0 lead over Adelaide Comets. While in the State League 1, Eastern United and South Adelaide are a 1-0 just before half-time. Just got a third goal there at West Torrens Bacala as well. They're now 3-0 up over Adelaide Comets, taking a commanding lead going to the final seconds of that game. Here's Baselli looking in behind to Atkinson. He's behind the back line and it's a goal! The first goal for FK Beograd in 2026. And it's the new player, Daniel Atkinson. The New Zealander has opened the scoring here in the 11th minute. He found that gap in the bottom right-hand corner. And FK Beograd take an early lead just like they wanted. You can hear the ultras going on in the background now. They're happy about that one. Of course, came over from Auckland United, scoring 10 goals in 50 games there in their National League North. Now he's come here on his NPLSA debut and FK Beograd second game, actually, because he played in the Cup last week. He scores his first league goal. Great passing behind there from Baselli as well. Perfect weight. And it slid straight through to him to find the finish. 1-0 now. FK Beograd. Just what they wanted in this game. See the crowd slowly building as well as the rain continues. Here's Asefa. Launches long in between 3 players. Couldn't find the feet of any of the blue shirts. And it's back with the goalkeeper, Alexander Woodlands. Another long ball in behind. Konstantopoulos is there to meet it. Takes on Manly Barnett. Skips him with ease. Low shot into the hands of Meleg. And he tries to go quickly, but is shunted out there by Abu Hussein. But great start here for FK Beograd. Been here many times over the years of commentary, and in the past they took till second halves to finally get an advantage and score an early goal. Fortunately, today they get an early one. That's a rough foul from Toriani on Mohammed Hassan. But a great turn from the youngster as well. Expecting a lot of big things from him this season. It's always what you expect from a new winger to come into a team, as did Daniel Atkinson just minutes ago. He's expecting the same result. A lot of positive performances and goals in pre-season. Now the real stuff starts and we expect a lot from him. Here he is, facing up against Toriani again. Floats across in, far post. Woodlands punches and Sturt Lions have now got some numbers on the right side. Lessie plays a 1-2 with Rodriguez. Back to Motashami. Elton Hassan, but it's behind him. Elton wins it on the second time of asking. Hussein. It's crowded out. It's getting a bit messy in the middle there. Hassan out on the left side, driving at Falco. Cuts inside, looking for an option. Finds Sortini with a strike. Off skew, but some positive signs there for Sturt Lions twice. Mohammed Hassan, 1v1 on this left side. That's what you want. There's a wide player, but we can see this formation from the goal kicks just making itself known. It looks like they are playing two up front. Rodriguez, Hassan, Sortini in behind in the 10, and then a almost diamond midfield and with some wing backs in Rogers and Elton, and then three at the back there of Asefa, Barnett and Maroney. So interesting football. You don't see too many coaches play with a three back with wing backs in this league, but it looks like there's a lot of space around the pitch for players to get on the ball, which is, I'm sure, what they like. Here's Modashami now. Looking in behind to Hassan, and that time he can't get it under control. Another ex-FK Beograd player there, Mohamed Motashami. Spent a season here after coming back from Brisbane Roar's National Youth League team. The last couple seasons he's been at Sturt Lions, making a name for himself and playing a fair few amount of games. Very talented youngster as well, with a couple of those outs, as we did mention earlier in the broadcast, and Atkinson, Garrett, Silvestri. He's got a start in the midfield. Motashami, he's going to make the most of it as well. Konstantopoulos cleans up on that left side, and Orchard does as well. Great little sunset there, as I noticed in the background as well. After all the wet weather, you still get some great colours like that in the sky. Here's Konstantopoulos in behind to Baselli. Just a bit too heavy though, and Barnett comes away with it. Second time of asking, he finds the pass after being blocked on the first time. And now Maroney. See a bit of rotation now happening from Sturt Lions. It's Lessie at the back where Maroney was. Good turn there from Asefa. Take Hussein out the game. He can't find a pass, and he does the same turn to play back to his goalkeeper instead. So a good show of possession here from Sturt Lions. Bit of patient build-up after being countered a couple of times by the home side. Elton's touch is just about recovered from, and Asefa can now switch. Rogers, Lessie tries to find him on the 1-2. Get it back at his feet. Lessie now looks for the switch to Hassan. Do well to control this. He does in the air. 2v1 on the left side. Hassan drives in the box, goes low. Falco gets a toe in, and it'll be first corner of the game to the away side in Sturt Lions. Something you don't see very often as well as a striker taking their corners, but it's Gonzalo Rodriguez who's in charge of the set pieces here at Sturt Lions. He's got a great delivery on him, and he's probably not the tallest of players, but when he's got a delivery like he does, put him on any set piece and free kick. So here he is, Gonzalo Rodriguez from the corner. As it goes silent here at Frank Mitchell Park. Near post delivery, and wasn't his best. After all that, hyping him up for the set pieces, he doesn't keep that one in play, but it's the first of the day. Some other interesting storylines as well. Sturt Lions and FK Beograd have played each other 3 times in the final round. Of course, that 2023 was the last, being in the NPL sharing it together. But in 2016, 2022, and 23, they all made it. Here's Lessie, though. Breaks his way on the edge of the box, and Neon Kuru just about recovers for Beograd. We might see a counter here again, as Rogers is on the far right. Hassan is fouled again, that time by Orchard. Going back to that stat, though, Sturt Lions have stopped FK Beograd from making the finals on the last day, on 2 occasions, actually. Missing out on the finals on those occasions as well. FK Beograd in their last couple seasons after last year finally making finals, they were finished 7th in 2024, 8th in 2023, and 7th in 2022. So they just missed out on those occasions, and twice that was due to Sturt Lions either winning or drawing with them on the last day. Here's Rodriguez, another opportunity at a delivery from the set piece. As time goes, far post, flicked on by Lessie, and a bit too loopy on that occasion. Doesn't trouble the goalkeeper. And another shot on target there from Sturt Lions. They're really building into this game at the moment. Haven't really seen too much of the midfield for FK Beograd at the moment. Trying to go long a bit more on this wet pitch, and sometimes you find that in the wet weather. Teams often decide to go a bit longer. With the players they have at their disposal this season, specifically FK Beograd, I think they would do a bit better if they could play through some of those talented midfielders. Launching the channel this time, met by Moroni's head. Konstantopoulos switches the play to Falco. Can't get a touch on it, but might be saved here by Atkinson. It is. Falco in behind to Hussein. Can't find it on that occasion, but Falco will get another chance, and he goes straight through at Elton. Very dangerous challenge here. Be interesting to see what the end result is as well. I think it was an accident. But this is a big decision to make here for the referee. I'm sure he's going to have a chat with his assistants as well, but 20 minutes into this game, a big challenge there from Falco. Over the ball, and I think it's almost the bottom of the kneecap there on young Ed Elton here at left fullback. The referees have told him to go away, and they'll now discuss their decision. Waiting here for the decision. See which pocket he reaches into. And it's a red card. Massimo Falco has been dismissed 20 minutes into this game. After consultations with his assistant referee there on the near side, the referee has sent off the vice captain here of FK Beograd. A big turning point in this game potentially. Round one, and it's Falco off. Sure, there'll be plenty of replays of that going around both the coaching staff and around the league, but it looked like he did slip, and as going for the ball, Ed Elton beat him to it, and unfortunately he's gone over it, and Falco has been dismissed. We'll wait to see if they do make any subs here as well. Deloya. There's something the home team don't want to see as well. After starting so well, FK Beograd, and getting that early goal, they've left themselves down to 10 men at the moment, and Falco with that straight red will be out for a minimum of 2 games. With some tough fixtures coming up, Adelaide United, Para Hills. They'll be without a right fullback after getting a red card to their left fullback last week in Ethan Harrington. And now missed Massimo Falco. So we'll see how that pans out in the rest of this half. It's always tougher, a lot of teams say, playing against 10 men than playing against 11. They somehow make the numbers count almost double time. But Sturt Lions now with a big chance to get themselves back in this clash. If they can get a goal and stretch the game for FK Beograd, then they could be on the ropes, the home team. You can hear the coaching now as well. Knowing they've got the one-man advantage, you've still got to be patient. Don't force things because they're going to be very tight defensively now, the home team. They've got their goal and they've got a bit of time left till the half. If they can regroup then, you have to kind of score early. Otherwise, once they fix things up after half-time, it becomes a much harder task. See them stepping off a bit now as well, FK Beograd, with a man disadvantage. Here's Rodriguez. Wins his header, far post. Hassan was making his way to the back post, but it just evaded him. My mistake. Buko and Bressan were the goal scorers there at Adelaide City. Out on the near side as that ball evades the player. Lessie now in the box. Motashami's there. Hassan, has he stayed on side? Drives into the box, looking for a pass. Now muscled there by Niankuru, but now Ed Elton can come away with it. With a ball, far post. Beaten by Toriani, and chipped attempt there by, looked like Michael Moroney. Looks like we have a enforced Ramadan break as well. Some of the players here, I assume from both sides, have requested this. And 25 minutes into the game, as the sun goes down, some of those Muslim players will break their fast and get some energy and nutrients into their body, as they haven't had while the sunlight has been during the day. Got a small break in this game. I'm sure will be added on in the first half, but you can see now in front of us some of those players during Ramadan are now breaking their fast. Looks like we are back here now. Back underway here. Back with the goalkeeper of FK Beograd. Launches long. Hassan wins the flick on. Jason Konstantopoulos goes for the strike and he finds the dog park. That was Abu Hussein, who won that flick on. Back with Sturt Lions. So they've got another half of this first half to try and get back into the game. I'm sure they'll find it very important to get a goal early. Talking to some of their players and coaching staff before this game, they weren't expecting a lot due to the injuries they had and the start that FK Beograd had a competitive game last week. Sturt Lions have only been playing some pre-season ones recently. Here's Rodriguez, flicks in behind, looking for Hassan. Toriani's there to clean up, but talking with the coaching staff and players as well. Playing away from home on such a tough day like today's weather, it's always going to be hard, and any result is a good result. So they'll probably be happy the position they're in at the moment, playing against 10 and only one goal behind, but need to find that one in the first half. Moroney goes long, flicked on by Lessie. Bicycle kick attempt there by Rodriguez, who's scored some spectacular acrobatic goals in the past, but on that occasion doesn't make the best contact, and it's behind for a goal kick. out on that far side. The Ultras not too happy about that one. Hassan now in the middle of the park, taking up some positions all around the park. Started on the left, up front, and now he looks like he's all the way back in the right. Fullback, there was something off the ball there with Motashami and Hussein. Not sure what happened, but comes away with Ed Elton here. Float across in, far post, and uncontested. Referee might have a word here with Hussein and Motashami. Something you definitely don't want to do is make it back even at 10 apiece. So some of the Sturt Lions players got to be careful. Remember, Thanasi Alessi picked up that yellow in the 10th minute as well. And back with the goalkeeper. It looks like Neon Kuru must have slotted into this right fullback position in Falco's absence. Sortini to Rogers, who comes away in the middle of the park. He's got players on the left here. Lessie just about gets his toe onto that. Now Elton faces up against Neon Kuru. Lessie floats a delivery way too close to the keeper, and easy pickings there for Alexander Woodlands. Holding on to that clean sheet on his 250th game, of course. We talked, he previously came from Modbury Jets, Campbelltown as well, but prior to that, also won a championship at Adelaide City. Played for 3 seasons or 4 at Adelaide Comets, with an 8-game stint there in between at Bacala. And in 2015, he won the league with Adelaide United's youth team in State League 1. Asefa with a good pass to Rodriguez, who's beaten to it by Toriani. Atkinson, another foul off the ball here. It's getting a bit argy-bargy. Hussein has taken out Motashami. And it's getting a bit rough out there. The wet conditions are letting a few slip. And it looks like he'll pick up just a precautionary chat. He might do well to stay away from a yellow here. And it looks like he has. No booking there for Abu Hussein. Unless I missed it. But Beograd trying to slow this game down, understandably, down to 10 men. You want to try and halt the momentum, and they've been doing that so far. Not many attacks on Alexander Woodland's goal just yet. They'll be trying to hold out till half-time at least. Here's Rodriguez. Finds Rogers. Rodriguez now opts to switch, looking for Hassan. Neon Kuru might have beat him to the ball, but he's come from an offside position, Hassan. Looks like he did pick up a yellow there, sorry. Abu Hussein must have missed it. Another long ball. Elton picks up Lessie, plays it back to him. Asefa can't find a blue shirt, and Boselli comes away with it. He's got 3 Sturt Lions to deal with, and he's still coming away, and Hussein does too, but his pass is overhit. And it'll be a Sturt Lions throw-in on the near side. Neon Kuru finds Jason Konstantopoulos, beaten to it by Asefa, and it will be another opportunity for a throw-in for FK Beograd. Looking now, launching long. The header is at the top of the box. Baselli's there with the volley. Spilled by Meleg, but he picks it up on the second time of asking. Clears the danger now for Sturt Lions. Can't find a blue shirt going forward again, and time will be taken out of this one by FK Beograd's defence. Toriani looks central. Motashami's there to pick it up. Big challenge, won by Motashami, and it is going to be a foul, interestingly enough, to Motashami's way, and he picks up a yellow card as well. Potentially, he jumped into that one on Baselli, and the referee has not been a stranger to pulling his cards out. Be the fourth booking of the first half. 2 for Sturt Lions and 2 for FK Beograd at the moment. After that as well, looks like some of the Sturt Lions substitutes have been sent to warm up as well. Can see this game is looking like it might be evened out after all these bookings, so don't want to take your chances in round one. That ball goes out for a goal kick. Nobody in that channel as Toriani finds the feet now of Neon Kuru. Centofanti. And a current clearance there by Sefa. Of course, Brandon Centofanti, another player to play for both clubs tonight. Spent a season at Sturt Lions as well. In 2021, their first year back in the NPL. Of course, played in their finals run and all the way to a preliminary final that year. Since then, he went back to his boyhood club there in Campbelltown City. Won a cup and championship in 2024. And unfortunately last year had a serious injury that sidelined him for the rest of the year after opening a few games. Come here to start afresh at FK Beograd and see what he can do. Here's Ed Elton. Spent his whole career at Sturt Lions, and that delivery is wide of the mark. Jason Konstantopoulos does well under the pressure. He's tackled by Moroni, and it's going to be a foul for Beograd on the top of the box. Very dangerous position there. I thought he won the ball, but it must have been for the prior challenge there by Lessie on Konstantopoulos, and it's a shooting range free kick for the Italian import and Lorenzo Baselli. We saw what he could do last season on a number of occasions, so see what he can do with this. It's very central. It's hard to pick out a corner from a central position, but when you have the talent like he does, you can pull it out from anywhere. Here it is. Lorenzo Baselli with the strike, and a fantastic save is pulled out by Zalan Meleg. Headed for that top right corner. The young goalkeeper has made his name in the last couple of seasons here at Sturt Lions. Had spent some time in Adelaide United's youth team setup in the pre-season of this year, and you can see why. With saves like that, he's kept his side in it. Baselli would have thought he scored after that. So he gives a thumbs up to the young goalkeeper now. Ball comes in near post off a Sefa. I think it will be another one. It's not going to be a... It's a goal kick for Sturt Lions, and you can see the FK Beograd are not very happy with that. Looked like it did come off a Sefa the last touch, but going to have to put that in the back of their minds. And here's the Sefa looking for an option. Still can't find one up the line, and he's had to play back most of this opening stanza as we head into the last 5 minutes of this first half. Still no equaliser or a go-ahead goal. Now a Sefa can drive forward, looking for a ball in the gap. But again, he can't find a target. And Beograd will come away with a goal kick in a favourable situation. Lessie wins that, and fortunate to land at the feet of their goalkeeper as well. Rodriguez now looking for a ball in behind, but as has been the case for Sturt Lions in this first half, they can't seem to put the pieces together in the final third. Numerous occasions they've had time to face forward and look for an option, but seems like they're playing it in the middle of them and finding its way to the goalkeeper Woodlands. He's had a fairly easy day so far, just cleaning up a few at the back that come into his grasp, and mostly uncontested as well. Here's Baselli. Does well under the pressure and is fouled again as well. That time it was Rodriguez doing his defensive duties, and Ultras are happy with that. Great little group of them there on that far side. Most of them, I think, are part of the juniors setup or A-teams as well at the club, so seen some feature articles of them in their club papers, and they're very connected with this first team. Ball gets launched into the box. Atkinson with a flick on. Asefa can clear. Be good if Hassan can keep it in, but his touch is too close to Neon Kuru, who can clear. Toriani now puts it in that danger zone. Asefa this time finds an option, and Elton. Sortini. Haven't seen too much of him in this first half. Seems like that midfield's almost being skipped on occasions tonight. So we get to see the best of some of these players, but I'm sure as the game progresses and some weary legs come into the team, we'll see a bit more of them. Here's the Sefa now. Elton, he's been involved most of this first half, probably had the most touches from a Sturt Lions player, but unfortunately haven't been too attacking wise and haven't created too many chances. Here's a Sefa, another one on this left side, seems to come here in every attack, every bit of possession. Ball comes into the box, and none this time with the clearance. corner now. On that far side, looks like it'll be delivered by young Ed Elton. So off set-piece duties for this time is Gonzalo Rodriguez. Elton, that's a better delivery. At the back post, Michael Maroney, the stalwart, gets the equaliser for Sturt Lions. Minutes away from half-time. Hasn't scored one for a couple of years, says the legend in Michael Maroney, but he finally finds the net here when they're back in the NPL. Seems to only score when they're in the top flight. In the last 2 seasons, no goals in the second tier, but in their first game back, Captain Fantastic Michael Maroney puts them back into the game. Bit of debate about that corner and how it eventuated. Still being remonstrated with is the referee from the FK Beograd players, but that first half goal, Sturt Lions have got now, back in the clash, and seems like their tails are up. The Lion is back roaring for Sturt Lions in the top flight. You can hear it from the coaching staff now. They might want to get another one in this first half. I'm sure there'll be a fair bit of added time after that Ramadan break and some other decisions made by the referee with bookings. So they might have a bit left in them here to make their way into the lead. Here's a Sefa. First goal back in the NPL, and it's a long-term player here in Maroney who's got it. Of course, came midway through their NPL season, first year back in 2021. Created a big spark, scored on his debut on that day against Adelaide Croatia Raiders, the rivals of the Serbian outfit here. But tonight, there's no goals, much more important. Great flicking behind by Rodriguez. Rogers is trying to chase it down, and he doesn't win out on that occasion. And it's a throw-in, I think, for FK Beograd. Maybe a free kick even. Atkinson now. Haven't seen too much of him on the ball since they've gone down to 10. Centofanti finds an excellent ball there behind to Hussein. Puts his body in a great position, and another shooting opportunity here for FK Beograd late in the half. Haven't been able to see much of this attacking quartet of FK Beograd due to going down to 10 men, but on the small occasions that they have been on the ball, they've showed some brilliant moves. That pass first from Atkinson, and then the turn from Hussein to keep his body in front of the defender was excellent as well. We saw what he could do from his previous free kick, Pacelli. Let's see what he can do with this one. Goal just before the break in added time against the man advantage would be a massive. He's got the armband tonight, Pacelli. See if he can do what Maroney did at the other end. Got some waving at him at the far post, but I think this is an angle that he's going to have a strike on goal. And here he goes. That time goes the opposite corner. Had some good shape on it. It was lifted a bit too much, and I think the referee there has indicated 2 minutes further of this added time is to come. I'm sure the team in blue would be the one going into the break on a high. The odds-on favourite in this game was FK Beograd. 60% chance of winning, according to a couple of sites before the game. I think 20% was Sturt Lions, and the last 20 a draw. Tackled from behind. Motashami wins the free kick as well. Want to get it underway quickly. Here is Manly Barnett. Sortini now getting on the ball as this half comes to a close. They're going to be happy with this going into the break, I'm sure. Of course, second year under the tutelage of John Fusco, former player. Many clubs in this league, but most of his career at Sturt Lions. Great pass in behind to Maroney, of all people, at the top. He puts a cross in, and he's slipped as he made that late challenge there. Motashami, I think there's advantage here Sortini to Asefa with time to drive. Finds Elton. He's got a spare player in Hassan here. Looking to shape a delivery. Elton's ball far post. Maroney's there again. Lessie delivers far post. Only Beograd players there. And they do get the first contact. Elton and Hassan beaten to it by Neon Kuru. And he can finally clear. And that brings this first half of a lot of action to a close here. 1-1 at the break here after an early goal from the new signing Daniel Atkinson. Followed a red card by Massimo Falco. And then finally a late equaliser by Michael Maroney at the back post. Going into the break 1-0. We'll join you in the second half and let you know how this progresses. I think having a bit of chat here with the referee is the coach of FK Beograd, but we'll see how that eventuates.
At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
Adelaide wakes up with 5AA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings. Tom Wren for sport. Jade Robran on the scene as it happens. Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide. Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local and only on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Welcome football fans, one and all, to the 2025 RAA NPLSA Grand Final. A night where history beckons. Under the lights here tonight, one team will end their years of wait and finally add another elusive star upon their crest, while the other will face heartbreak and their dreams of glory will have to wait yet another year. It's the Metro Stars Soccer Club facing up against Croydon Football Club. And we're underway here. We have a lift-off in the 2025 RAA NPLSA Grand Final. You can hear the noise already.
Success in this game. Hopefully for him that changes tonight.
First corner of the day by Michael Chidini. Near post. Walls with a header. And it's a great save from Daniel Margosh near to his post on the right there, but it's the first chance of the day, Mark, and it's a great delivery. Goes again, Chittadini looking for that near post. This time it's a Croydon head. Out to Satira with the volley. Not sure if the goalkeeper had sight of that one, but it's just gone past the near post.
Yeah.
Here's Oscar Slattery looking to deliver. It's a great ball in as well. Nobody's there for Croydon. And now John will try and clean this up at the back post. John on his left foot, strikes. And deflected out for the first corner for Croydon, Mark. A great delivery there from young Oscar Slattery. Again off the boot of Polly. Celebrated his 150th game this year. Out Trimboli with a right-footed strike, and that's far and wide, but an early sider there for Croydon and their leading marksman this season, Luca Trimboli. Here's his delivery now, near post. Good defensive header. Still going to come to Hisamoto with a strike on the left. Didn't connect with that one as he would have liked, and goes far over the bar.
Yeah, they know that the fact is they've got the ability to get the ball into play, and this is where they can catch teams out.
That missed header has led it to Chittadini on the edge of the box, has a strike deflected. Porter's there, the goalkeeper is too. I think he might have been offside there, Porter, but Daniel Margosh putting himself in the danger area.
Really does a lot of hard work, and a lot of work that people don't normally see a lot of.
Passio John doing the work to find Klimek free, and now it's Trimboli with a left-footed strike. Caught neatly on the volley there, but he can't find the target, Mark.
Press a little bit higher, press a little bit harder, and it's proof in the pudding now.
Back to Klimek, first time delivery. Finds all the way out to Styles, who tries to lift it far post for Slattery, wins the header. Trimboli, does he get a second opportunity? He's going to go with his left again. And now John with Nagel. John has the strike. It's just past the far post, Mark.
Supremacy with that ball and on the park.
Here's Visser back with the ball at his feet. It's a sight for Metro fans to enjoy. Woodfin now finds the free man. Satira puts a ball in. More fantastic work there from young Chris Vivian, getting in the way once again, Mark. And
he's a zip, and we've seen that by the fact that the passing has been fantastic.
That's an excellent ball from Chittadini to his opposing winger in Visser. He's going 1v1, trying to favour it onto that left foot. It is strike. But over the bar, and it's not deflected either, as Visser's trying to claim, but
him in the side.
Playing his 32nd game today. It's also in line with Jackson Walls and his goalkeeper there in Cody Ostrike. And then it's 3 to play all games this season. Now we're in the box with Chittadini, has a strike. It's got not enough power on it as Margush can come, and he may give a word there to, looks like, here's Polly. Great deep delivery, Mapaw's there with a header. It's a great save though. Cody Ostrike down to his right, push it out for a corner, but
another 45, very similar to the first 45. Both teams willing to attack, both teams throwing themselves on the line to defend.
Now McNamara has to deal with this. Hisamoto's going to beat him to the ball. Looks to have a strike, deflected, and it's in, Mark! Into the top right corner, and it's Maya Hisamoto who opens the scoring here in the RA NPLSA final. And what a goal it is, Mark.
We said they've started 100 mile an hour, both teams going for it. Croydon, first team to capitalise. Noel McNamara can't clear his lines. He's gone to hook it out. Trimboli read where he was going to go, managed to get the block in. It fell kindly to Hisamoto. Then Hisamoto able to get his shot on target.
Came out on the winning side of that occasion. So far in grand finals for Metro, he's not been so lucky. There's another turnover in the middle of the park. Trimboli, his touch is loose, but he beats Gow to the ball. Now he switches it. Excellent vision from Trimboli to find Passio John. He has the strike and it's deflected. And not more great defensive work from wingers. That was Chittadini all the way back. High boot there by Martinelli, but he's going to win the ball. Looks to deliver near post. No touch forthcoming for Croydon.
Up, Ren obviously, then Nagamatsu moved on. Windsor's come in. So when you're playing a side like this, that just allows you the opportunities as well.
Right in the thick of things there with a great touch. Looking for the return by Visser. Shapes to shoot instead, and maybe that was the wrong option as it skies well over the bar. But a good first introduction there for Owen Windsor. Took the ball down.
Coming off, but I think they'll be on fairly soon, unlike the delay to Owen Windsor when he made his entry due to an issue with the colour of his socks.
Ball comes in and it's a big chance there. Another switcher play by Woodfin. It's excellent to Visser. He's got to look to put a ball in here. Looks for the cutback instead. It's Chittadini. It's deflected. You're going to see another chance here on the break. Greco has fed Alexander Good. But his shot is deflected out, and there was some good defending there by
Yep.
Metro Stars.
Exactly.
Yeah, they will take him on and look for the pass. He looks for the pass instead. And he spun well there, Windsor. And it's Chittadini with only the goalkeeper to beat. Takes it past him. And he can't find the back of the net. It's cleared off the line there by Vivian. But it's still alive here for Metro. And they'll win in the Shield final as well. So he's a man for the big occasion. And he might be the one to finish things off here tonight. But struggling to clear their lines here at Croydon. Visser trying to find the feet of Windsor. He's in behind, takes it past another one at Windsor. Too close to the goalkeeper, and Croydon will clear mark. But they're really pushing up. Can Croydon seal things off here with a second? Delivery into the box. It's dangerous, and it's just over. Additional time.
I was going to say that was just announced around the ground, the 6 minutes, and that's the boos from Croydon side of the grandstand.
D'Angelo's in the box now, looking for a cross, and it's in! It's Woodfin, the hero! The Americans got them back in the clash, Mark, and it's at the death here. He's just nicked into the near post. We said it might have been too late, but it's never too late for the Americans.
No, we always said it might be too late, but Metro have always got the opportunity. You can never write them off. And we thought that was a little bit odd that Woodfin was getting the ball rolling quickly, but it allowed McNamara to swing that ball into the far post. D'Angelo fighting, and we're going to head to extra time by the looks of it.
What a moment for Metro Stars. They're back in this game, and we look like we're heading to extra time, but there's still 5 minutes to play here, Mark. And by all means, there could be more chances. Still in the box, and it's another goal! And it's Andre Cole, the hero for Croydon! We thought it was over, but it's not over, and Croydon look like they're going to go all the way to the win.
We can't say that now. We cannot say that now. We've just seen 2 goals in the space of a minute.
We said he was the man for the big occasions, Andre Cole, and he hasn't had too many this year, but this could be the biggest for him. Goals in grand finals. Who else do you call for but Mr. Andre Cole, Mark?
He's had a rough season. He's just come up and possibly won it for Croydon. Passage on. All the hard work he's put in this whole game. Puts in an absolute delightful ball.
McNamara can clear. Only to Martinello. A slip. Greco. Can he seal it with a third? It's deflected, and it's going to be a corner, Mark. That's another clearance. And the whistle's in the mouth of Regis Quefalek, and your champions for 2025 are Croydon FC. After 8 long years of wait, the crown is finally theirs, and it's going back to Bologna, Mark. It's bedlam there on the pitch. Your 2025 REA NPLSA champions. 6th time champions of SA here. And they're back on top, Croydon. The underdogs tonight, but they're going to be heroes for years.
Come on! Wait up!
Is everyone ready to play?
I think something most people don't realise about being a referee is how rewarding it actually is, and like the amount of friends and mates you make along the way. Like, it's just a really great community. I was really nervous. I just got a random call up and I went out to the ground, but it was really great. Like, I had great support my first game, and it was really good to just be surrounded by people who did support me. I love officiating football because it's really rewarding, and like, it's a great way to be still a part of the game even if you aren't playing. I think my "this is why I do it" moment was last year. Oh no, this year actually. I made my debut as an A-League official, and just being in front of like a big crowd was really cool to have experience, and it clicked in that moment. I was like, yeah, this is 100% why I do it. I have a great support system like here at FSA behind me. I would 100% say to someone who was thinking of becoming a referee to absolutely just go for it. Like, it's not as scary as you think it might be. Like, it's really good.
Back with you here for this second half of the RA NPLSA Round 1 fixture between the home side, FK Beograd, and the newly promoted away team, Sturt Lions. Getting ready for this second half. It's underway with Gonzalo Rodriguez and Sturt Lions. It's Maroney on the ball. Of course, if you didn't tune in that first half, it was an action-packed opening stanza of that game. With an early goal to Daniel Atkinson, cancelled out by a late goal to Michael Maroney. And in the midst of that, 4 bookings, a straight red card to Massimo Falco, and a couple of yellow cards to some midfielders of both sides. Had a chance to review that as well at half-time, and a couple of club officials and players have had a second look and think they might be able to contest that. Looks like there was a sub there at half-time as well for Sturt Lions. Adam D'Agostino, who's made his way onto the park at half-time for his debut for Sturt Lions. New signing across from Devonport Strikers in the Tasmanian NPL. Didn't mention him as a new signing until he made his appearance tonight, but has played for a number of other clubs in our local leagues. 75 games he's played here in SA. First for Bacala in 2018. A couple of seasons at Adelaide City, Campbelltown, Playford, back at Bacala. And last year spent the second half of the season with his brother Dylan, who's also on the bench tonight, at Devonport Strikers in the Tasmanian NPL. So he's on the park. In the 6th there is Adam D'Agostino, wearing the number 13 shirt. We'll see what he can add to this occasion. Here's Hassan on the left side. Drives past Neon Kuru, puts a good ball in. Baselli's there to deal with it. And now Maroney drives himself, has a strike on the left foot. D'Agostino now as well deflected. Back with Hassan on the left side, who is tackled cleanly, says the referee, by Neon Kuru. And I'll be able to reset with a throw-in from Elton on that far side. Scores around the grounds as well. It's still 2-1 there at Adelaide City versus West Adelaide. A straight red card there for Adelaide City as well, it seems. We had to confirm who that's from. And it looks like there was a red card at Adelaide City. Asad Kasumovic with a straight red as they're 2-1 up there over West Adelaide. Silly tackle, and he's been sent off on his return to Adelaide City. Back in the league. We're seeing bookings all over the league and State League 1 in this opening round. And there's another foul in the middle of the park. I think that's Sortini. Or maybe Elton, sorry, on one of the midfielders of Beograd. Looks like it was Atkinson. Here's Centofanti now. Hussein does well to control it. Feeds Baselli, who finds his way in behind, and the strike was aided by a deflection, and it's going to be a corner for FK Beograd. It's not all hope over, but a massive chance. He slalomed his way in behind the defence into the box. Looked like he had a free run on goal, and his strike was luckily deflected out. So it's a first corner of the half. FK Beograd, and it's Jason Konstantopoulos to take. Goes far post. Meleg gets a touch. I'm not sure if that kissed the crossbar as well, but it's cleared for the time being. Toriani puts his body in the way, wins another foul on the far side. This time against Gonzalo Rodriguez, who was defending that one at the far post. Just started this second half now. It's been all Beograd for the opening few minutes of this. Now it's Konstantopoulos to deliver another set piece. Compact unit there at the far post. A couple of Beograd players. If you can find anywhere in that area, it'll be a danger. Konstantopoulos, far post. Toriani's there. And there will be a foul. It looks like it's a head injury here. think it's Moroney and Toriani who had a clash of heads there as they went for the ball. Looks like it'll be a stop in play for that as well. A massive score update there as well at State League 1 level. Eastern United 5-1 leading against South Adelaide Panthers. And there's 10 minutes remaining in that original Adelaide rivalry clash between Adelaide City and West Adelaide. A narrow 1-0 lead. A 2-1 lead, sorry, a 1-goal lead by Adelaide City, and they're down to 10 men as well. So a packed clash there. The clash of heads now has been recovered by Toriani and Moroney, who've entered the park. Here's D'Agostino to Asefa. Asefa finds a pass to Rodriguez, who can't keep it in his grasps. Centofanti springs the counter. Jason Konstantopoulos taken out off the ball. Advantage is played. Now it goes out for a throw-in. And I'm not sure about a booking, but coach here of the home team, Adrian DeLoyer, is demanding one. Hassan and Neon Kuru battle out. And there'll be a Sturt Lions throw on the far side. A lot of possession in their back third, Sturt Lions so far. Haven't been too damaging forward, front three themselves, but on set pieces there seem to be a big danger. Compact unit of FK Beograd has been holding up sufficely. Rogers, heavy touch. Cleared by Cooper Nunn. Barnett wins the ball, but he finds a Beograd shirt. Baselli driving forward through the midfield now. Still going Baselli, looking for Konstantopoulos. And it's Moroney with a sliding challenge, who did win the ball, but he must have had some afters there on Konstantopoulos, as his studs caught him in the end of that sliding challenge. Throw in now from Orchard on this near side. Konstantopoulos does well. Plays Brandon Centofanti now, who tries to find it in behind. Great lofted delivery to Orchard. First time, low. And it's Barnett to clear for another throw in for Beograd. Baselli back to Orchard. Again, defended by Sturt Lions. Baselli and Orchard trying to work out across. That's a better one. And Barnett clears it again. About 3 throw-ins on this near side for Beograd. Seems to find all the way back to this area as well. They've got to do well to switch this and switch the point of attack potentially. Ball far post. Maleg can claim. Of course, it's been recently FK Beograd's fixture over the last couple of games. In 2023, they won both those fixtures, home and away, against Sturt Lions. But prior to that, they hadn't had a win since 2016, with Sturt Lions picking up wins in 2022, 2020, 2019, and 17. Haven't been many draws between these two either. Only 3 in the last 20. So currently the score is 1-1, but I'm sure there'll be more goals and drama left in this one as well. Here's Lessie in the middle of the park. D'Agostino can now switch the point of attack. Manley, Barnett, and Michael Moroney are on this near side. Here is Moroney. Launches one. Far post. Lessie is there. Almost falls to Sortini. Looks like it was a late call there by the assistant referee on this near side, who's picked out a corner for that instead of a goal kick. We saw what happened the last contentious corner. It was Michael Moroney headed back post. So can Sturt Lions capitalise on another contentious decision? It's Rodriguez from the corner. Far post again. In front of the goalkeeper, and they have! They've got a second. It might have been off a Cepha. It might be an own goal. They're celebrating with the corner taken now. But a very contentious decision here for the second time of the night. And it's Sturt Lions who take the lead. 10 minutes into this second half. They've got a second goal, Sturt Lions, and Beograd have got nothing much they can talk about now. The decision has been made. The corner was taken, and the marking in front of the goalkeeper was non-existent. We'll wait to confirm who picked up that goal. But I think could go potentially to Gonzalo Rodriguez, the corner taker, right on top of the goalkeeper, and with a couple of deflections. A lot of shouts here from Beograd, not happy with the officiating. Potentially have been hard done by twice here on 2 corners. Should have been throw-ins or goal kicks in case. Kept in there by Orchard. Moroney now clears. Rodriguez, a great flick there against Centofanti. Sortini sprays it out wide to Hassan. They've got numbers on this left side. Back to Hassan, still going in the box. Hassan. Someone's on the ground, and that decision they'll get, FK Beograd. Toriani now with the defensive free kick for FK Beograd. Remember, they were leading early in this clash. Since that red card has changed the tide here. It's been the Sturt Lions who've been all over this game. Hassan will do well if he can keep this in. He does. And wins the throw off Nyonkuru as well. No foul on that occasion. Still alive there on the far side. It will be a throw-in to Beograd. It's going to go the other way to Sturt Lions as well. There's been a lot of calls unexpected by the players. But you've got to deal the cards that you've been dealt, and Sturt Lions have definitely been the better. Constantopoulos still running. Finally gets stopped by Acefa with a great Cruyff turn in the middle of the park, but his pass might be still on the end of it. But Hassan gets his foot on the ball. Nothing called by the ref, but they'll get the throw in somehow. For a delivery, Rodriguez, the back heel. Elton goes far post, hangs it up there. Moroney on the edge of the box, doesn't read it, and he's out of position now. The veteran. It's Constantopoulos who can find the free man. Boselli, 1v1 with Barnett. What can he do? On his left foot, in the box, no handball. Now Rogers comes away with it. Not many options forward. Rodriguez, though, can calm things down. The leg. Back with Cooper Nunn. Looks like FK Beograd are readying a substitution as well. We need to inject someone new into this. There's a lot of fire going on in this game. Here's Konstantopoulos, who's picked up in the last couple minutes. His pass cannot find the intended target, though, and it looks like we're going to see that substitution made now. Got a corner out of this one. One has gone their way at the moment. Jason Konstantopoulos over the top of this ball as well. It looks like Sturt might be readying a substitution as well for these last 30 minutes of this game. Konstantopoulos now to deliver. Near post, Baselli with a flick. And they'll get another chance. Seems like set pieces have been everything today, and they're going to make a sub during this set piece as well, Sturt Lions. It's going to be the target man, Nathan Munro, to enter the fray. Looks like it's Rodriguez who's going to be the player to depart. Munro, very tall figure now to come on into the set piece, so I'm sure he's got a big role to play in this. And he's right in the thick of it as soon as he enters the pitch as well. Finds his man, and now Konstantopoulos can deliver. On top of the goalkeeper, cleared by Munro, actually. He got the head on that. And here he is again, Munro. A couple of great touches, and he sets Rogers away. Great challenge there from Atkinson. The weather is permitting some great challenges. That's not a great pass from Centofanti. Here's Lessie. I think that was a great challenge too, but the referee disagrees. And it's a free kick for Sturt Lions on Thanasi Lessie by Lorenzo Baselli. And I think they might be making their substitution now, Beograd. Looks like a change in set piece taken for this one. They want the left footer definitely on this, and that is young Ed Elton. And they've sent Thanasi Lessie into the box. So what can he do from this delivery? Elton. Deep. Won by Beograd head. Volley from Hassan, but there's a foul somewhere in the build-up there. And now FK Beograd will make their substitution. It's going to be Centofanti to make way. We'll wait to see the young player who turns around here and what number he has on his back. I think it's Peter Palacis. Come across from Comets in the off-season. Featured last week in the Cup as well. Off the bench in the 60th minute, so it's about the same time in this one, and he's entered the park. Looks like it'll be a similar position to Brandon Centofanti as well. The young player making his way in the game. Have to do some research about how much and where he played his football last season in the reserves or the first team, but the youngster held in high regard here. It was Hassan's pass there to Sortini, who didn't control it. Now it's Nunn. This ball game turning into a bit of a ping-pong long ball fest at the moment. Great turn there from Rogers. Sortini through the legs of Nunn. Still Sortini, far post. Nyonkuru now has to deal with Hassan driving at him. Elton. Hassan again. Slips over the ball and Nyonkuru robs him of it. Great touch there by Assefa, who's going to chase after this one and give away a throw-in. But he's been great tonight, Philemon Assefa. First season at Sturt Lions, as we mentioned. Previous Beograd player. Also have Croydon Kings and Adelaide Comets. Also have Northcote City in the VPL 1 in Melbourne. Couple of seasons there, but he's in the top flight again with Sturt Lions, and at the moment I think he's done a lot to keep his starting place for the time being. It's another header from him there. Of course, they've got a few players to come back as well, as we talked about. Sturt Lions, a couple are injured at the moment, a couple of them are defenders as well, and the formations they play with a 4 at the back and 3 in attack. He'll do well if he can keep his position. Here's Konstantopoulos, evades the challenge, looks inside, his deflected pass, finds Baselli. Palacios. Nunn looking to launch a ball into the box. He finds feet instead of Konstantopoulos. He can't find a pass, and Sortini can't keep it out of his feet either. Here's Nunn with a dangerous switch across the middle of the park. Loose touch there by Toriani. Unfortunate for Munro, he didn't get a touch on it. And now, Nunn launches long. Great header there. Still alive. Now Moroni can clear with some great passing. But again, that was Philemon Osefa there who won that header. Dumped in the middle of the park was Moroni. Advantage not played and brought back to the foul on Michael Moroni as well. But he's another one of the star performers here for Sturt Lions in this game. First one back after 932 days in the NPLSA. I'm sure as well in his twilight of his career, Moroni, he's happy to be playing it in the first division. Hassan can't get on the end of that. But he's done well tonight, Michael Moroni, leading the troops from the back. Ball stays alive in the middle of the park, and now Moroni's got something to chase. Meleg is there to meet it first and puts it in a dangerous area. With the lights, Nunn could not see that, but he recovers with the header. Moroni, big challenge on Konstantopoulos. Does he win the throw? He doesn't. The time to turn now, Baselli. Really pushing for an equaliser here now, Beograd. I feel they've been hard done by. Haven't created a lot, though, tonight. Konstantopoulos to Baselli. He tries to find a bounce back, and he will get it on the second time of asking. Great ball in behind. Orchard. Back to Baselli. Baselli with the strike. Wow. That's only millimetres away from that far post. You can see what danger he poses in this Beograd team. He's got the armband tonight, and he's been all over in this second half. They've got to keep their eye on him, Sturt Lions, because he's the danger man at the moment. Back with Moroni, looking for a pass forward. Looks like some more subs are being readied by both teams again. We'll wait to confirm them as they come across the white line. Playing well under the pressure here, Sturt Lions. And now they launch long. Good challenge. And another good one, but that's a late one. That's very close to a booking. I think he's going to pick one up here, Baselli. Was late. Looked like Lessie got the ball first. And it is going to be a yellow card to Lorenzo Baselli. And the substitution is going to be made here by Sturt Lions. It's Harrison Rogers to depart and Dylan D'Agostino to come on. Of course, a former Sturt Lions player in 2023, played a season here when they were in the NPL last time round. And he's back with his brother in 2026. Also played at Davenport Strikers in the Tasmanian NPL last season. Had previous in this league, 115 games with 24 goals, D'Agostino. So he's an attacking threat. And they might be looking to get a third in this game, Sturt Lions. Got a sub ready for FK Beograd as well now. As Osefa drives forward, a loose touch. Avoids the challenge. And D'Agostino does well as well under the pressure. Moroni with a man and a nice little nutmeg there. And another one as well from D'Agostino. It's Munro in behind, looking for an opportunity to cross. Great challenge from Baselli. He's been everywhere defensively and attacking-wise as the Italian. But that was a great move from Sturt Lions down this right side. 2 nutmegs on the touchline to create that chance. And it'll be a set-piece opportunity on the near side this time from Ed Elton. We've seen what his deliveries can do previously. They've got 20 minutes plus added left in this game now. Elton's delivery. Goes far post. Lessie's there, beaten to the ball by Atkinson. Maroney now. Launches far post. Elton can't get ahead on that, but he'll try and keep it alive. Does well with his body. Again, keeping it alive against Baselli. Here's Dylan D'Agostino. Flushes across the box. Barnett. Sortini. Ball in behind. Looking for the run of Munro. Was too far ahead of him. Here's Atkinson. Does well to win a foul there. And now we're going to see that substitution from FK Beograd. Looks like it's going to be young Zach Kosic, who's going to be making his way onto the park for, on the far side, Frobert Nyonkuru, who's made his way. He claps the Ultras as well there on the far side. So Zach Kosic, saw a little bit of him last season, predominantly off the bench for Beograd, but he's a young player who's made his way and got re-signed again this season. He's looking for a spot, but he had a bright spark a couple of games. I think I commentated his debut last season. He's a bright spark on the wing. Here's Sortini. Stripped of it by Palacis, who uses his body well. Orchard, back to none. Toriani, central ball. Cleaned up by Meleg. Sefa to Lessie. And restarted. Loose pass, almost pounced on by Kosic. It's pounced instead by Maroney. And he's picked up another free kick off this referee. I thought it might have been 50-50 shoulder to shoulder, but apparently not. And it'll be a free kick to Sturt Lions. Something off the balls happened there with Toriani. And under pressure on that far side was Lessie. Great run there from Asefa again. Picking up another free kick. He's done well tonight for him on Asefa. Slotting in at that left centre-back role. Had the beating of his attacker and has really given no chances to Hussein tonight. And that goes to also the attackers of Beograd and Vasily Konstantopoulos. And the rest. Here's Sortini. Top of the box. His touch can't stick. Palacis just about beats the ball to Munro. Now Hussein. Some time to stretch his legs. Not got much, and you can see it in the pass. He's not happy with having to play backwards. They need to find a goal in this game. If anyone is to get it, I'm sure he puts his hand up to be one of them. That's a better ball in behind. Konstantopoulos. Hussein is on the left here. Bouncing ball. He's beaten to it by Maroney. Sortini. Launches long to Munro. And the keeper's read that in Woodlands. Haven't had much to say about Woodlands tonight, of course. For those watching at home, it's his 250th FSA Leagues game tonight. And it's his first game for the club as well, Woodlands. He's been solid in between the goals. Have to look at review on that corner kick goal, but I think it was right on his head. Here's Hussein, though, with a strike. And get a second tie. Goes past D'Agostino with ease. No advantage as well. They're going to get a free kick on the edge of the box here. A great bit of work there from Abu Hussein to flick it over the head of Dylan D'Agostino. Now it looks like it's going to be Konstantopoulos' delivery. Jason Konstantopoulos, 15 minutes to play. Can he pull one back for FK Beograd in this game? The number 8 lines up a strike. Goes far post. Meleg gets a punch. Hassan gets a touch, and Asefa's there with a header, and so is Lessie. Hassan will keep this alive for Palacios and Sortini to chase. But they've done well with that set piece. Dangerous delivery, and some goalkeepers can get caught under that one, but young Meleg has done fantastically well to claw that clear. Asefa in the back will receive a free kick. Sortini beaten to the ball by Nunn. Will do well to recover, and he does. Looks like it's full time across the rest of the fixtures around the league. Adelaide City have picked up that 2-1 win, and Eastern United a demanding 5-2 win over South Adelaide Panthers. So the final game tonight here at Frank Mitchell Park, One Solution has got this game poised at 2-1. One goal in this, 10v11. It's a great ball to Hassan. He's fouled Elton as well. There's no advantage there either. The referee has given the foul, and another set-piece opportunity for the youngster on that left side. Looks like it might be Hassan to take this set piece. They've got some tall timber now at the back post in Munro and D'Agostino. If he can put a good delivery in, goes near post, and is Atkinson who plays it back to him. Now he's 1v1. Hassan needs to put a good delivery. That's better. Back post. Munro, was the one who left that space. Moroney. D'Agostino with a strike. Just about claims it there, Woodlands. Kosic, great turn against Moroney. Pulling his shirt, that's got to be a booking as well. In the middle of the park, he had to do that. He turned him well there, the youngster, Zach Kosic. And now they might have a set piece to deal with as the wind picks up here at One Solution Park. They go short instead. Palacios. Nunn. Hussein. Gets a bit of time to pick out an option. Palacios. Boselli. Palacios, the youngster with a strike! Just past the post. But a great bit of interplay there between the captain and the youngster. A great strike. I think the goalkeeper had read that, but it was very close to that bottom corner, and they're going to make another sub here, it looks like, Beograd, but they're definitely not down and out here. Asefa now. Meleg. Meleg now taking some time out of this game before he launches long. It's a great ball, actually, to Hassan, who's beaten the defender to the ball. There's a player top of the box. Sortini gets the strike instead, and it's a goal! Hassan on debut has might have wrapped things up here for Sturt Lions. What a rasping shot that was into the bottom right corner. He's threatened all night, Mohammed. And on that occasion, he's picked out the perfect spot right in front of the Ultras, you can see as well. A couple are not very happy with that. But Hassan, the youngster from Adelaide United youth team, it might have put the gloss on this performance. Looks like Meleg and Hassan have got bookings here for maybe inciting something in front of the fans there, but great goal there. Third of the night for Sturt Lions. They're up and roaring in the NPL. And they take a commanding lead here away from home. They've been behind him all game, those Ultras of FK Beograd. And now Hassan has silenced them with that strike. Vaselli launches to Elton. Sortini now with the break. He's not got many numbers in support. Looks for the star youngster in Hassan. He's been great all night. Now finds a pass. Lessie, top of the box. His touch just about recovers. Ball in the box. Munro wins the header. Sortini's there now. Is he onside? He is. Sortini with a strike deflected. It bounces. Munro. Looks like there's an offside call in there, actually. I'm not sure how. Looked like they were right next to the goalkeeper, but Pacelli now. They've still got something to say in this. Hussein, who's shown bright sparks every time he's gotten on the ball. Still going. Can't find an option to shoot. Pacelli, he does. Doesn't trouble the goalkeeper in Zalando. Got about 10 minutes left in this clash now. Subs are being talked about from both sides. It's all quiet on the Beograd side, though. They led so early in this game and had so much promise from the get-go, but I think that red card was the downfall of them. They just haven't been the same since. A couple of their new recruits. Hussein, I think, has been the brightest of those sparks. Vaselli's been great in leading this team, but otherwise the supporting cast haven't quite been up to par so far. D'Agostino wins the ball. Still alive. Sortini turns into danger. Just about gets away with it. Orchard holding the shin pad of Sortini. Floats a dangerous delivery far post. Elton's flick is not cleared far enough. Here's Palacios. Deflected. Maroney gets the clearance, and Sortini just about finds Lessie. Poor touch again. Turned over. Great touch from Dylan D'Agostino. Lessie not much forward. There's a few on the left side. Sortini, has he taken out young Palacios there? Vaselli launches long. Elton headers it over for a corner. He knew there was danger behind him. Now we are going to see another substitution for FK Beograd. Coming off is Marcus Orchard, to be replaced by Kristen Stamatolopoulos. Been told has some relation to the famous professional players in Stamatolopoulos. I think he's a cousin of theirs, but no direct family ties. Constandopoulos now takes his delivery. Well floated ball. D'Agostino can clear as it comes to that dangerous midriff area. They're going to get a throw in, and it looks like there might be someone down there for Sturt Lions. I think it's Thanasi Lessie holding his back. Here is Stamatolopoulos looking for an opportunity. Palacis under the pressure of Hassan. Does well. Finds Stamatolopoulos. No one back here for Beograd at the moment. All still up there from that set piece. Woodlands launching. Another foul in the middle of the park. Hassan, the one to draw it. Looks like, looking at this Beograd bench, it might be back to the drawing board for the next round. Of course, they got that narrow victory in the Cup against Adelaide Titans last week. 1-0. Courtesy of a Marcus Orchard goal, but aside from pre-season, technically uncompetitive games, maybe their front line has not quite gelled since coming together in the off-season. It's like Kosic is the one to lead the charges at the moment. And he might have swapped with Hussein, who's played on the left side of the park now. Elton with a touch forward to Lessie. And he'll win the throw off of Stamatolopoulos, it looks like. Oh, sorry, Jason Constandopoulos. Elton. Lessie's header finds a Beograd shirt. Going to be a throw in for the home team. Coming up to the last couple of minutes of regulation time. Sure there'll be 2 or 3 as usual these days added on by the referee in this 90th minute. Hassan still going and winning another free kick off the Beograd defenders. Been such a bright spark, Hassan, in this Sturt Lions team. The start of the day, he was joining Rodriguez up front there, but he's been such a nuisance in the second half. Driving at his defenders every time he can. And really showing a glimpse of what he can produce this season. Had such a strong pre-season. Sortini delivery close to the goalkeeper. Claimed by Woodlands. Back to Hassan. Showed so much promise at Adelaide United youth team in the past couple of seasons. Had his breakthrough last year. Had trials interstate with other A-League youth teams as well. But he wanted to get some games under his belt. Come to the Sturt Lions, newly promoted. And he started off as well as you can with a goal and a great performance. Munro looking for D'Agostino there. Couldn't swivel the hips enough on that occasion. Just about to tick over to the 90. Beograd still trying to launch some attacks forward. Asefa marshals that over for a throw-in. Can't find a blue shirt. Hassan out-muscled there by Palacis. Launches one close to the goalkeeper, but uncontested. And takes a bit of time out of that on the floor. Stamatolopoulos with a great touch into Palacis. Been great off the bench so far as the young midfielder. Seems to be involved more times than not. Here's Stamatolopoulos again as well. Boselli on the left. Boselli switches all the way across, and that about goes to show what it's been like tonight for FK Beograd. Just overhit and not quite gelling too much. We'll see another substitution for Sturt Lions now. Coming on, number 33, Nathan Humphreys. And it's Alexander Sortini to make way. Another long-time Sturt Lions player. Played in both their previous NPL campaigns as well as Alex. And he's replaced by another youngster, Humphreys, who makes his NPL first-team debut for Sturt Lions. Konstantopoulos under the pressure of Munro. Here's Humphreys now, who deals with Hussein to play back. They can get something late here. Might create a bit of drama, but with passes like that, Beograd haven't been too much of a threat since the opening stages of this game. And that's an old school specky, as they say, on Nathan Munro there by Cooper Nunn. Don't really see that too much in the round ball game, but every time we do, we know it's a foul. Barnett looks out wide for Dylan D'Agostino, who drives forward. A rasping shot deflected. And just about saved by Woodlands. Adam D'Agostino now finds Hassan. They have possession. Chip forward by Hassan. Dylan D'Agostino can't find the target. He's offside, but more great magic feet there by Mohamed Hassan, who span in behind and chipped it for his compatriot there in D'Agostino. Using the advantage well, but now brought back for the offside. Good to see as well that the scoreboard here at FK Beograd goes past the 90th minute mark, so we can see we're into the second minute of added time, just about to hit the third. Can't be a lot longer added. I think it's about 4 is the average you see these days. Here's Nunn. Plays short. Stamatolopoulos puts a delivery in. Cleared by Manly Barnett. Boselli pushed off the ball by Humphreys. And it looks like they'll have a set piece here. Played short to Boselli, who's just got up. Still got a bit further to go. Chips in behind. Hussein can't spin, and Asefo's the one to clear. Still trying here, Beograd, into the 4th minute of added time, just about. Konstantopoulos battling out there. D'Agostino just about wins the free kick over Jason Konstantopoulos. Meleg clears long, looking for Munro, but it's got a bit too much on it. Falls the keeper's way. So the full-time whistle here, and it's the away team, Sturt Lions, who start their NPL journey in 2026 with the 3 points away here at FK Beograd. Goals from beginning with Atkinson from the home team, and then it was Moroni. Might have been Rodriguez from the corner. Still have to see who that one's credited to. And then it was the youngster Hassan, who wrapped up all 3 points here with a third goal for Sturt Lions here against FK Beograd. A massive result away from home for John Fusco and his men. And the Sturt Lions, the Aranya, are up and about. Thank you for joining me here on the FSA League's live commentary. It's a pleasure to be joined by all you at home as well, and I'm sure we'll see you throughout the season as well. That's it here at One Solution Park. We'll see you throughout the weekend, and still one more game in our leagues on Monday. Martin Blue Eagles versus Adelaide at the Cove. So one more game in the fixtures tonight, and we'll see how that goes. Thank you, everybody, and good night from me.